from just a giant to the east into the most ambitious architectural laboratory on the planet. As the world watches in awe, this country has erected structures that defy the laws of physics and redefine what we thought was possible in engineering. Today, you'll discover 8 constructions that look like they're straight out of a science fiction movie, but they're completely real. From bridges suspended over impossible chasms to buildings that defy gravity, each of these megastructures tells a story of extreme innovation. Get ready to question everything you know about modern architecture, because what you're about to see will change your perspective on the limits of human construction. Number 8. Raffles City Chongqing Sky Bridge. Imagine 8 skyscrapers interconnected by a horizontal bridge suspended 250 meters above the ground. This is no futuristic concept. This is Raffles City Chongqing. Opened in 2019, this megastructure defies all architectural logic with its 300-meter-long skybridge that literally floats above the city. But here's the real kicker. This skybridge isn't just a connecting walkway. It's a livable structure with restaurants, gardens, and panoramic viewpoints. Engineers had to solve a seemingly impossible problem: how to make a horizontal building nearly the length of 3 football fields remain stable at such a height, withstanding extreme winds and seismic activity. The solution involved shock-absorbing technology never before implemented on this scale. With a capacity for 300 people simultaneously on its observation deck, this structure has redefined the very concept of skyscrapers, bridges between buildings. China just made it the new global architectural standard. Number 7. Byung Elevator. Known as the 100 Dragons Elevator, Byung Elevator is no ordinary sightseeing elevator. It's the world's tallest outdoor lift structure, literally bolted to a vertical cliff in Changdai National Forest Park. This steel and glass colossus carries up to 50 people per trip, lifting them from the valley floor to the summit of the mountains that inspired the floating scenes in Avatar. The real feat is in its anchoring system. 66% of the elevator is built directly into the cliff face, secured with 154 steel bolts that penetrate up to 50 meters into the mountain. With 3 double cabins operating simultaneously, it moves 18,000 people a day up 326 meters in under 2 minutes. The 50 mm tempered glass walls create the sensation of floating above the void during the ascent. What's most striking is how it's transformed the experience. A 3-hour hike now takes 118 seconds, democratizing views that only experienced climbers could contemplate. Number 6. Sidu River Bridge. Here's the bridge that shouldn't exist. The Sidu River Bridge hangs 496 meters above the valley, so high that clouds literally pass beneath it. During its construction, engineers faced a seemingly insoluble problem: how to stretch the first cable across a 900-meter-wide chasm between inaccessible mountains. The solution was worthy of an action movie. Rockets were used to launch the first guidelines from one side to the other. This 1.22-meter-long suspension bridge connects 2 provinces that previously required a 5-hour journey on winding roads, now reduced to less than 1 minute. The main towers reach 220 meters high, equivalent to a 70-story building. But what is truly extraordinary is its main cable. With a diameter of 800 millimeters, it is composed of more than 37,000 kilometers of high-tensile steel wire. When it opened in 2009, it held the world record for height. Crossing it is an experience that defies all human survival instincts. Number 5. Chongqing Monorail. This sounds like an architectural error, but it is deliberate design. Chongqing Monorail Line 2 literally runs through the 6th to 8th floors of a 19-story residential building. It doesn't go around, it doesn't go through. The Lisiba building was specifically built with a central tunnel so the train would pass through it. Here's why. Known as the Mountain City, Chongqing has such a complex geography that traditional urban planning is impossible. With over 30 million residents crammed into hills and valleys, every square foot counts. This seemingly absurd solution is actually a stroke of urban genius. Residents live above and below the tracks, while public transportation maintains its most efficient route. Engineers implemented sound-absorbing technology so advanced that the noise inside the apartments is quieter than that of a normal conversation. Lisibon Station handles over 20,000 daily passengers who literally board or disembark from the train inside an inhabited building. China just solved the urban dilemma of the 21st century with a solution that no one else dared to attempt. Number 4. Beijing Daxing International Airport. Welcome to the megastructure that was built in less than 5 years and is already being hailed as the new wonder of world aviation. Beijing Daxing, which opened in 2019, is not just an airport, it's an architectural statement of epic proportions. Its starfish design with 6 radial arms means that no boarding gate is more than 600 meters from the central terminal, a walk of 8 minutes maximum. The main terminal covers 700,000 square meters, equivalent to 98 football pitches under one roof. But here's the record-breaking detail. It can handle 100 million passengers annually when operating at full capacity. To put that into perspective, that's more than the population of many countries. Its self-illuminated roof with 8,000 skylights reduces energy consumption by 30%. The largest rainwater harvesting system of any airport recycles enough water to power a city of 100,000 people. It even has AI algorithms that manage over 4,000 daily flights, optimizing every second of operation. Daxing is not the future of aviation, it is the present that the rest of the world will try to catch up to. Number 3. Yaoshou Qingdao Undersea Rail Tunnel. The Yaoshou Qingdao Undersea Tunnel connects the two shores of Qingdao Bay with 8.95 kilometers of extreme engineering beneath the ocean. This is not just another underwater tunnel, it is the world's deepest deep-sea high-speed rail tunnel. Trains traverse this megastructure at 80 kilometers per hour, carrying both passengers and cargo, completing a journey that previously required a detour of over 2 hours. The construction faced seemingly insurmountable geological challenges, unstable terrain, extreme hydrostatic pressure, and the constant risk of catastrophic leaks. Engineers implemented a pressure tunneling technique, working in conditions equivalent to being 88 meters below the ocean. The special concrete developed for this project can withstand water pressures that would pulverize conventional structures. With sensors distributed every 50 meters, an artificial intelligence system continuously monitors for any structural anomalies. More than 450,000 cubic meters of earth and marine rock were extracted, and today this underwater artery carries more than 100 trains daily, moving millions of tons of cargo annually beneath the ocean waves. Number 2. CSP Plant, Delinga Tower. Here's the energy facility that looks like it came from an alien planet. The Delinga Solar Tower rises a 200-meter structure surrounded by 27,000 heliostat mirrors that simultaneously track the sun. From the air, it looks like a giant eye shining in the middle of the Qinghai Desert. This 135 megawatts concentrating solar power plant does not use traditional solar panels. It uses the sun as a space oven. The mirrors reflect the light towards the top of the tower, where molten salts reach temperatures of 565 degrees Celsius. This thermal energy is stored and converted into electricity even during the night or on cloudy days, solving the biggest problem with solar energy: intermittency. The thermal storage system allows electricity to be generated for an additional 3 hours and 7 minutes after sunset. The plant generates enough clean energy to power 110,000 homes annually, displacing 350,000 tons of carbon emissions. With a projected lifespan of 30 years, China is redefining how we capture and store energy from the sun. This isn't just a power plant, it's a statement. The energy future doesn't need fossil fuels. Number 1. The Hang Circle Building. And we come to number 1, the building that defies every known architectural convention. The Hang Circle is exactly what its name suggests, a circular skyscraper complete with a 48-meter diameter hole in its center. At 138 meters tall and 33 stories, this megastructure seems physically and structurally impossible. How does a building with a giant void in the middle support its own weight? The answer lies in its exterior tubular structural system, which acts as a continuous compression ring, distributing forces evenly around the circle. The central hole is not merely aesthetic, It is functional, improving aerodynamics by reducing wind resistance by 30% and allowing natural light to illuminate the interior atrium from multiple angles. Its glass facade, composed of over 10,000 individual panels, reflects the Pearl River, creating a liquid mirror effect at sunset. The design is inspired by the Jade Bi, an ancient Chinese ceremonial disc symbolizing the sky. With 85,000 square meters of usable space, it challenges the limitations of Euclidean geometry as applied to modern architecture. This structure doesn't just redefine skyscrapers, it questions the very laws we thought governed vertical construction. Each of these 8 megastructures represents a quantum leap in what we thought was possible. From bridges that touch the clouds to buildings that defy geometry, these constructions aren't just breathtaking, they're statements about a new era in architecture. Now, tell me, which of these megastructures has impressed you the most? The impossible circular building or the train that goes through a building? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more content about China's most impressive constructions.